and welcome back, new viewers and gamers. It is time for a new episode of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, and today we're in Twist Mountain over here, and we're about to go in there to make it to Icirrus City. But before we do, why don't we do our usual team recap? We have Colette, the Spring Sawsbuck, the Chosen of Regeneration, holding a Lucky Egg, level 37, with the moves Horn Leech, or Leech Seed, Horn Leech, Retaliate, and Jump Kick. We have Heroine Ilbert, the Vanillish, holding the Eviolite, level 41, with the moves Mirror Shot, Ice Beam, Taunt, and Acid Armor. We have Velvet Crow, the Escadrille, level 44, with the Shell Bell, with the moves Mental Claw, Earthquake, Sword Stance, and Rock Slide. We have Balsef, the Lord of Fire, the Ember, level 40, holding a Charcoal, with the moves Flame Charge, Arm Thrust, Heat Crash, and Workup. We have Deddy, the Sawana, level 38, with the moves Aqua Ring, Surf, Roost, and Air Slash, and finally Teresa, the Galvantula, level 48, with the moves Volt Switch, Discharge, Sucker Punch, and Bug Buzz. Keeping her usage to a minimum, of course, just so things don't get too broken now. But anyways, without further ado, let's enter the mountain and begin. And hello, Aaron, how are you doing today? Everything's going just fine, thank you for asking. Oh, baby. What a surprise, seeing you here while I was inspecting Twist Mountain for some gold. To tell you, seem a bit more rugged than the last time I saw you, and a little bit anyway. Is that so? You folks seemed seeing a Team Plasma crowd lately. I'm gonna get my whip and whip him into shape. After all the trouble, we just met up and had a chat. But we've got no clue where they are. It's like they're hiding under a rock. Get it? Under a rock because we're in a mountain? Okay. Well, not to do but wait for them to move. Anyhow, is this none of your concern? Squats like the two of you should just enjoy traveling with your Pokemon. Twist Mountain's a fine place to explore. You have some fun if you just leave this path. Well, better you just see it yourself instead of listening to me yammer. Be seeing you, Sprouts. Feel free to train yourselves on my mountain for as long as you like. What do you mean your mountain? You don't own this shit? Maybe he does, I don't know. I thought he was going to get us involved in all that bother again, so I was bracing myself before I knew it. I'm going in first, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you too. I'm steal more of your Pokédollars while we're at it. Alright, is this a boulder I'm gonna run into? No, a garter. Oh, congratulations to getting your Magni Zone. Alright, Colette is no match for a Girder, so no need to fight that. Alright, let's see this cold storage guy over here. In winter, the appearance of Twist Mountain changes. When I see that, I feel a sense of relief. Okay. I don't think you can find any wild Pokemon out here, but this is one of the many areas in the game that changes drastically, depending on what season it is. In spring, summer, and fall, it looks like this. Also, we got a full heal. But in winter, this entire area actually gets covered in snow. Even all those excavator machines down there get covered too. Which makes me wonder if they just let them there, or maybe they move them before that happens, I don't know. Besides Boulder and Girder, are there any other Pokemon we can find in here? I don't remember. Oh, let's go collect some levels while we can. I'll retaliate just for a little damage. Jump Kick I might get rid of, because that move's going to be a bit risky. Crit, nice crit, that's fine. Rock Slide, and I can get my HP back with... Oh my god, that did a little more than I bargained for. Horn Leech. Give me that HP, delicious. Alright, hiker dude, I want to fight you. When I'm surrounded by rocks, my spear goes up. His spear goes up when he's surrounded by rocks. What sense does that make? Whatever. Maybe because he's a hiker, whatevs. Alright, a Woobat. Yeah, I'm already at a bad matchup. A very bad one. Alright, time to switch. Into Velvet. Air Slash does nothing to me. Air Swoosh, as I like to call it sometimes. Rock Slide, you're done. And give me some of that Shellbird recovery. Girder's next. That's easy. Thank the Lord you don't get Mach Punch. Actually, but it does only via egg move, I'm pretty sure. Alright, next Boldarian. Mental Claw, that's likely going to one-shot, besides the Sturdy, of course. Smackdown, quad resisted, that does nothing to me. And Rock Slide because. Honestly, the Electrode fight is really fun, in my opinion. When I lose my Spirit Sinks, it was the Arcanine one that I hated. Well, what happened? Alright, nothing special over here. Alright, time to fight this Ace Trainer. Still not my favorite female Ace Trainer design. The one from Worse is better. Dealing with Pokemon is natural. Having a Pokemon battle is natural. Why don't we test whether that is true? Alright, Carol. Sends out a Vanillish. Alright, should I risk it with the... no, you're gonna have Ice Beam at that level. I don't like that. And if I miss Jump Kick, that's really bad, so... Let's switch into our own Vanillish. Alright, Rowan, show them your might. Alright, you're probably gonna use an Ice Beam or an Icy Wind. Avalanche. Avalanche. Alright, part of me kinda wants to Acid Armor. I don't know what else she has in the back, though. Lower his accuracy. No Accuracy Drop. Well, Avalanche is now double power, but that's fine. Yep, like I said, fine. No, don't miss your attacks, Rowan. No Accuracy Drop, which is good. Come on, hit. Thank you. Nice crit. Not like it mattered, but still. I got the Rita. Frisk. I'm not too worried about this. Ice Beam, you do have pretty high special defense. Uh-oh. I don't want to be flattered. Don't flatter me. Alright, let's go into Velvet then. Yeah, the RNG in Legends Arceus is a little off. Heal block, that's fine. My healing was taken away from me. Earthquake, you're done. Oh yeah, that too. That's one problem in Legends Arceus. I kind of hope they don't... Oh no, I can't get my Shell Bell healing. I kind of don't need it, but still. At least for the rest of this fight, I won't need it. Bye-bye. Alright, Velvet becomes level 45. Got a special attack EV, which is kind of bad, but whatever. We're happy to be with our Pokemon, that's why we have battles. Alright, it'd be nice for Colette to get some decent matchups, but none of those matchups were particularly good for her. Yeah, this is a Boldarian, might as well fight it. Nope, it's a Girder. Is this one a Boldarian? Yes, it is. Might as well fight it for the extra experience. Alright, Power Gem, that's good. And now Horn Leech, I can get the rest of your HP for my own. Yes, I can. And get certain encounters, too, that I was looking to get, as I mentioned in the previous episode. Alright, this Karate Chick, I'm not feeling particularly good about this one. I want to know how the fighting Pokemon feel. That's why I fight too. That's me, a battle girl. Alright, Sharon the Battle Girl sends out a throw. Alright, level 36, pretty high leveled actually. Alright, we can do a little switch in here. Denny, show them your strength. I kind of hope Legends ZI doesn't do that ganging up mechanic that Legends Arceus had. It looks like they might have it, but still. Alright, Revenge, that's not doing anything. As long as they don't have, like, Rock Slide or something, we good. Either that or an Air Slash. Flinch would be really nice here. Of course you miss. Body Press. Or Body Slam. That doesn't exist yet. Ow. Come on. Hit. Thank you. Flinch them. Of course you don't flinch. Alright, I'm gonna surf for accuracy, because if I miss the Air Slash, then he's dead. Bye-bye. Denny's now level 39. Colette is now level 38. When I lose, I cry with my Pokemon. That's me, a battle girl. Alright, for the rest of this, I think we should have ball stuff in the front. Could better handle some of the threats in this area. Oh, Duskcloud. And it's an Escadriller. Oh no, still a Drillbur. I feel like we should be running an Escadrilles by now. Whatever. At work, we do our best. That's my Pokemon's way of life. That's our way of life, I think would be the proper grammar there, but whatever. Boldarian. And we have the perfect move to handle that. So yeah, these areas do get a little annoying just because Boldarians have Sturdy, and we all know how dumb that ability is, but still. Dust. Alright, that's not gonna do too much to me. It is neutral. Ow. That did a little more than I would have liked. Oh, now you crit. Okay. That would have been good before. Escadriller. Oh boy. Alright, ground type move incoming. Alright, little risky here. Or better yet. Alright, should we just go in? You know what? Now we can go into Colette. I don't want to go into Denny and then he hits me with a rock move or something. Yep, as I thought. Oh my god, piss off. No crits, man. I get some recovery. Do damage. Slash. Uh oh. Well, it's not stab. It should be fine. Ow. Fuck off with the crits, man. That's what you get, critting me. God damn, dude. We did our best, and this is the result. Alright, let's put Colette in the front once again. As oh boy, the team's looking like they're having a bit of a beating. They're taking a bit of a beating here. Another Drillbur. Running into way too many of these. By way too many, I mean two, but whatever. Maybe. I could see that. Give me that delicious HP, I need it. I yearn for it, I crave for it. That also gave a very pitiful experience, even with the lucky egg, but whatever. Uh-oh. The number 2 trainer on Twist Mountain is me. No, it's not. And Suibat again with these bad matchups. Good lord. How do I keep running into these? This is why grass types are not the best. Well, at least in older generations they kind of were. They're definitely better in later gens. Alright, Velvet, come on in. Amnesia, not gonna help you. Goodbye. Shobo recovery. From now on, you're the #2 trader on Twist Mountain. Well, who's the #1 trader? Well, wait a minute, that might be me. Anyways, is there a hidden item over here? I think there would be. Alright, let's give Velvet in the front here, because everyone's taking a bit of a beating. And what do we have here? A Moonstone. Besides Muna, which I still have the Moonstone from earlier in the game, and I don't have a Muna in this run, so it's not the best. Oh yeah, I forgot you could get cup shoes here. Ah, look at this man's face. Or woman's face, I should say. Too bad I have to kill it. Sorry, little one. I knew there was another Pokemon here you could get that I was forgetting about, and it was Gochu. This whole time. One thing about Kochi I always thought of, y'all remember that one snotty kid from Legend of Zelda Wind Waker? I always thought Kochi was kind of based on that kid. Just a thought. Yes, you can learn Ice Beam, but there's a certain other water type I'm looking to get later on in the game. Hopefully that I do get it. And once again, the encounter rate proves to be too high in this game. God damn. Alright, I'm about to just put on a... what am I call it? A repel. Yeah, let's put on a repel real fast, because these guys are getting in my face a little too much. Max repels. For 250 steps. There's probably a trainer in here, right here. So this mountain changes in every season, and this old man changes in every battle. Alright, challenged by worker Rob. Rob the Robber. Rob Roberts. Alright, probably no point in using Swords Dance. His entire team is likely composed of nothing but Boldarians. Power Gem, even weaker because their special attack stat sucks. Alright, I just keep using Metal Claw Fishing for those attack boosts, as I like to call it. Yes, ask and you shall receive. Not like it matters, but still. Metal Claw you in the face. Makes sense to me, a very fitting nickname for that Pokemon. Now we need a Pokemon specifically designed to kill Paradox Pokemon. Alright, Rock Slide, and in my opinion, maybe its ability should have allowed you to do extra damage, like 25% more damage. So Ultra Beast or something? I don't know, that would have been cool. I mean, Digimon Cyber Sleuth has something like that for the Royal Knights Digimon, so there's that. You know, like your Omnimon, your Leopardmon, your Crusadermon, whatever. Iron Defense not gonna help you, good sir. Especially when you're at 1 HP. Take this. Go easy on a grown-up? No. I don't go easy on nobody, thank you very much. No item there. Useless. Alright, what do we have over here? There's a certain TM over here that I want to get. Alright, Max Potion. Alright, what do we have here? An Ether. And there's a doctor over there. So I can heal my team because they're hurting real bad. Alright, there's gotta be somebody over there. A Nugget. I just get out of the way of that one. Don't want to fight it in case there's a trainer under there. Dust Cloud. Oh yeah, I forgot to have my, what I'm called on. Hey, Rock Gem. Can't get mad at that. I remember back in Black and White 2, again, back in elementary school. That trainer over here. Well, we've trained by doing physical work. Our attacks are super powerful. I remember back in elementary school, I had this, my mother has this book now, back for the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Trainer's Guide. Even though I know it's somewhat outdated for, S-Control. It was kind of outdated for the fact that I was playing the next generation, not the previous generation game, you know, Diamond and Pearl. But it gave me some ideas for pretty neat strategies, like using Calm Mind and other Rosetta moves, just stuff you do in competitive play. And I remember using that in the Battle Subway. With a team of, I forgot what my team was, I think it was Lucario. I had a Choice Band Slacking that I transferred from Heart Gold Soul Silver. That we trained by doing hard work, so even when we lose, we're powerful. No, you're not. But, I think I had a few other things as well. Like, I remember them mentioning, like, using Brave Bird on a Staraptor, which is obvious, honestly, who wouldn't do that. But yeah, my team was Lucario with Slacking, with Choice Band and Giga Impact, which is actually pretty strong. During a long journey, you'll be happy if you beat a doctor. If you can win against me, I'll make your Pokemon healthy. Yeah, I'm very annoyed by that. There's a reason why I named it that. Alright, Devotion, not bad. Probably just better I attack it outright. But what I was saying, I think I was using a Gyarados with Dragon Dance, and I forgot what item I had on that Gyarados. Because the guide told you to use a Gyarados with Dragon Dance, which actually worked. I believe I had it with the movesets Outrage, Waterfall, and Ice Fang, if I remember correctly. Again, this was before I really got into competitive Pokemon as well. Velvet's level 46, and we have a Musharnia. Musharnia really should get levitated, it would make sense. But, like I was saying, I forgot what else I used. I think I had a camera up to the Earthplate, which didn't work too well, I'll be honest. Because the guide said something to use like an Earthplate with it. Oh, come on, don't Hyper Potion. Alright, at least this should do some chip damage to Earthquake and finish up the rest. And now your defense booth is worthless. Goodbye. And I remember I was using that team. And on Lucario I mentioned earlier, with Calm Mind, I think I had Ore Sphere on it. Initially I had Focus Blast, but found out the accuracy was bad. Your team is very healthy. Let me just fix it up in battle. And I was able to actually beat the Super Single and Super Double Battle Subway because of it. Not Super Single and Super Double, the normal battles. The Super ones I wasn't able to do. But yeah. And that was without EVs or IVs in my Pokemon either, because again, before I knew how that stuff worked. After a Pokemon battle, let them recover slowly. Health is always crucial. It really is. Yes, it is. And now with that being said, our team is back up to snuff. So everybody was hurting real bad during all of that. Alright, now let's go in here. My Repel wore off. Alright, let's put out another one. One quality of life feature that this game, or the game sequel will introduce, that later games will definitely introduce, the option to actually use it again right out of your bag. This game didn't have that. That was Black and White too. Alright, we don't need to go that way. There's Hiker, I had Dust Cloud. Dark Gem. Why do I dig? Why do you fight? Let's find out. I fight for my friends. Y'all know the reference, right? Woobat. Of course, once again with the bad matchups. Alright, Velvet, your turn again. Yeah, I did use a Drift Blend for a bit. I was not the biggest fan of using it, I'll be fair. I only used it for like a little bit until the Kobo Cuslins, though. Oh, come on, don't miss your attacks. Oh, no. Why, Velvet? This is what happens when you miss your attacks. Jesus Christ. Ah, come on, thank you. Alright, now that you're gone, I'm no longer attracted. And Buildarian once again. Just Metal Claw. None of your attacks can really touch me. Smackdown. And one last Metal Claw for the road. Goodbye. Your past experience is at the source of your strength? I just bulldoze through my enemies before they can bulldoze through me. That's my strategy. Oh, come on, really? Whatever. Alright, karate guy over here. I didn't want to use surf. Alright, dude, I want to fight you. As your NPC people and Pokemon Masters would say, fight me. Words are unnecessary. I can understand everything if we battle. I mean, you want to battle, just go play some Street Fighter. Sorry, cringy joke. Alright, Tapei, whatever the hell you pronounce that name. Uh-oh, sock. I don't like that, not one bit. And you're pretty high-leveled. Alright, air slash flinch, I need it bad. Bulk up, alright, we're fine. I was expecting like a rock slide or something, but I'm glad it didn't. And surf, goodbye. Yeah, he has nothing to say. Alright, what is this? And Ultra Ball. And I think there's a hidden item down here too, judging by that rock placement. Nope, I was wrong. The game led me astray. And Dust Cloud. Oh, screw you, man. My Pokemon love the Aura Mind here, and they love fiery Pokemon battles. Alright, worker rich boy. And a girder. Alright, let's go. Alright, a Buldarian as well. I kinda wish I had U-turn. U-turn is gonna be so useful. Speaking of U-turn, I've been doing, at the time of making this video, I've been doing a lot of competitive Pokemon practice, and I've decided to use a U-turn on Koraidon, and it's actually proven very useful. I wish more people would use it. We need like a fire-type pivoting move or something. Like Flame Turn or something. That would be really cool. I want to see something like that. They could base 60, 65 power, perhaps. Something like that. Or name it Speed Burner. Something like that, like the Mega Man X2 weapon. And Velvet's got that main character syndrome going on, just like in Tales of Berseria. Definitely putting in a hell of a lot of work. You got me, my Pokemon thinks so too. And screw you for making me miss that Dust Cloud. Whatever. Alright, we're now at the bottom of Twist Mountain. We can go into this here house. There's nobody here. Nothing in the trash. And this house gets completely swamped in the winter time. I think Kochis actually have a higher chance to show up in the winter time as well, if I remember correctly. Check this whole area for anything cool. My repel wore off, I'll put it back on once I get back in the cave. I always wish there was, well, technically there is a legendary Pokemon here, only in the game's sequel, though. I really wish they made, like, another legendary for this area, because it seems like this would have a legendary in it, again, besides what the game's sequel will do. Discussion for another day. This guy right over here is actually pretty useful. If you look for something in an empty place like this, you can discover things. In the post-game, he'll actually give you fossil Pokemon, and it's possible to get every single fossil Pokemon from Generation 1 all the way up to Gen 5. Aside from Gen 2, because there were no fossils back in Gen 2. Alright, and this is where you evolve Glaceon. Pinwheel, or Leafeon, Eevee into Glaceon. While Pinwheel Forest is where you evolve Eevee into Leafeon. If you didn't already know that. This is right here, even. It's a rock covered with ice. Touching it will make you freeze. Alright, if I remember correctly, to get that item back there, it's probably a post-game only thing, honestly. No hidden item over here, then why is there a rock there? I don't get it. Alright, we can go over here. Yes, this is the TM I was looking for. TM91, Flash Cannon! And that's gonna be Rowan's next, and pretty much only attacking move, besides Ice Beam, of course. I always like that the Vanilla line can learn Flash Cannon. It's actually pretty sick. Also, I kinda miss Flash Cannon's old animations. I mean, we already have Steel-type usage on this team, but definitely something stronger than dumbass mirror shot. Flash cannon, yay, that makes me so happy. To see my ice cream cone learn a pretty savage move. Well, let's have everyone in the front row. Needs to be up and trained for the next gym anyways. Alright, nothing to see in here besides that. Alright, my damn repel wore off again. Alright, we should be exiting this, right? Oh, here we go. Team Plasma guy. Huh, pretty strong. So you're only strong because your trainers are controlling Pokemon. So, if you want to set Pokemon free, that's what you want. You should start with your own. But taking people's Pokemon by force is not right. That's not real strength. Hey, there you are. We found out things we're looking for. We should head for the tower now. Get this. Team Plasma has obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. That's right. We must use force in order to right the wrongs of the world. Now let's gather around our king, our lord, N. By disappearing into nothingness. Okay. Those guys, I don't know what they found, but they go the extra mile to gain power and cause trouble. What a bothersome bunch. I'm going to stay here for a while. I want to think a little bit about what the champion asked me. What do I want to do with my power after I get strong? And why do I want to be strong in the first place? I fight for my friends, anyways. Anything cool here or nothing? I don't think there's anything cool over here. Nope. Just annoying wild Pokemon monsters. A Boldarian. Huh. A real good reason for that nickname, actually. Thank you for suggesting it. And, what happens if I go down here? Oh yeah, there's this hidden area that's only accessible through snow when it's wintertime, but no reason to come back here besides that. I think there's a special item you can get there too, but otherwise, eh. And Girder. And I still stand by the fact that this encounter rate is far too high. Just keep standing there, Jared, and just think long and hard about what the worst champ— well, maybe not the worst champion, but a champion said. Hello, Svebe. How is Vanillish? And this Vanillish has really taken a shine to you. The Pokedex is important, but the time spent having fun together is also important. Say, I just had a thought. Have you heard of Dragon Spiral Tower? Yes. Really? Quite impressive. Okay, give this story a listen. The Dragon Spiral Tower is said to be the Unova region's oldest building. Stories say it's the place where legendary Pokemon come to life, or where they remain in deep slumber. Really, I have a few legendary Pokemon with their name on it then. I know it's just past Icirrus City, but that's all I know about it. That's all anyone knows, because no one has ever been inside. My daughter has wanted to investigate that tower for a long time. What? There's something I don't know? That kind of feeling is pure adventure, and I'm not too old for some adventuring anyway. I go to have a look at Dragon Spiral Tower. Catch you later. As a certain other Pokemon rival had said, smell you later, you loser. Hey, anyways, that's rude of me. I think we're in a new area, actually. Oh no, this is Icirrus City. Alright, and our Icirrus City encounter is a Stunfisk. I'm riveting. A Stunfisk is my Icirrus City encounter. God damn it. You know what, it could be better than Shelmet, because I literally can't evolve Shelmet anyways. I have the EV Light, your attack shouldn't do too much to me. Flash Cannon, oh look at that animation. I miss that so much. The modern flight— oh wow, that did nothing. I mean, it was resisted, but still. Mud Bomber. Uh-oh. Of course you crit me, you son of a— whatever, I lowered your special defense, this will do a bit more. During the winter time, this water is also frozen over too. Crit. Camouflage, what you're typing now. Water, right? Ground type. Just pure ground type. You're already a ground type, you fool. Anyways. Ultra Ball, go. And you're caught. Alright, now male Tails-up character that I could give this Stunfisk. Stunfisk, the trap Pokemon. Its skin is very hard, so it is unhurt even if stepped on by sumo wrestlers. It smiles when transmitting electricity. I am probably not going to use this thing. I already have both an electric and ground type on this team. Honestly, about just name him Volt after the Great Spirit of Lightning. I mean, I don't think there's any other electric types, at least for the rest of this main story, that I'll be able to name that, so why not? Yeah, you did mention that you hate my cognitive voice. I thought she was an old granny. I don't know. I mean, she's got wrinkles on her face and she's gray-haired. Excuse me for thinking that. Anyways, Volt, the Great Spirit of Lightning. I am probably never going to use you. Hello, Embara. No, how are you doing today? Gen 5 is the best. I do wholeheartedly agree with that. I will stand on that hill as well. I'll stand on that hill alongside you. Alright. Oh yeah, there's actually a certain TMs I can buy here that I want to get. And there's also an item I can get here too that I'm pretty interested in. Because in certain marts, you can get TM sold to you. Yes, you have been following since then, and I thank you for following once again. I mean, if you don't like Gen 5, that's fine. Alright, Thunder is the move I want. That took a huge hit on my wallet, but you know what? That's okay. Because this is the move I was talking about in the previous episode that I wanted to teach Teresa the Galvantula. I have Discharge, but now I don't need it anymore, because Thunder, base 120 power before it was nerfed to base 110 power in Generation 6, and because of Teresa's ability Compound Eyes, that actually goes up to 30%. Going from base 70 to base 91 accuracy, which is going to be really, really good. Alright, I do want to keep Sucker Punch for a bit until we can get Energy Ball. That's the other move I want to have too, but Energy Ball I'm pretty sure is a post-game only TM. Everybody has a different reason for their trips, and the same can be said for gift giving. I'll give you this to commemorate this encounter with you. You obtain TM31 Brick Breaker. And now I'm going to teach that TM to Balsef. The move Brick Break can remove protective effects of Reflect and Light Screen. Yeah, Grimmsnarl. Wait, what's a Grimmsnarl? That doesn't exist yet. Are you surprised? I may not look like it, but this old lady used to be a battle girl. Alright, let's teach a Brick Break. And I think Velvet can learn Brick Break as well, but again, her moveset's already fine. Yep, I was right. Alright, so we don't need to rely on Arm Thrust anymore. Because Arm Thrust is a very unreliable move most of the time. I mean, if you like Gen 4. Heart Gold Soul Silver, yes, specifically of the Gen 4 games is my favorite, but even then. These guys are just dancing in a circle. Spin, spin, turn and spin. Dance, dance to dragons. That's probably their version of Dance Dance Revolution. Mix it up day and night, cause today everything is alright. Spin apart, mix and twirl. The legendary Pokemon Zekrom showed its wisdom with the hero, and defied foes with fierce lightning. The hero of that Pokemon were as close as a parent to a child. People were filled with awe and looked up to them, and that is said to be the beginning of what became the ancient Unova. Chimchar is awesome, yes. If we live a monotonous life, do we get used to it and stop thinking about changing it? Not always. Some people want to get out of that stuff. Listen, I heard that Bryson was in the movies a long time ago. Foreshadowing. For the next game, I mean. They say ideals intermingle with truth, and the Dragon Spiral Tower was created. It has been there watching us for thousands of years. I don't know whether or not this is true. Giratina is quite great as well. And yeah, Gen 4 is quite slow, yes. Alright, this here house I think has the item that I'm looking for. Ahem. I am the chairman who loves Pokemon, the most among Pokefans. Is he similar to that Rapidash guy from the Kanto games? Let's not think about him. In the entire world, if you are a trainer, will you show me how you are raising your Pokemon with loving care? Oh, which Pokemon will you show me? The first one I've ever gotten. Oh, Ember was level 5 when you met it, but now it is level 40. You raised it well, you must be affectionate. Yes, this is the item I was looking to get. The XP share. Before it became a key item, like it was in later games ever since Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, ever since X and Y, I'm being stupid. That is a token of gratitude for showing me your great love of your Pokemon. Welcome to the Pokemon Fan Club. Shall I check how friendly your Pokemon is towards you? This will allow you to check how friendly your Pokemon is, so they can learn certain moves like Blast Burn, Hydro Cannon, Frenzy Plant, or moves like Return can be at their strongest. Oh my, you're Ember. It is super friendly towards you. I'm a bit jealous. And that's proof right over there that I have max friendship with my Ember. Be careful though, if your Pokemon faints, which we will have no fainting Pokemon in this here playthrough since it's a Nuzlocke, they'll lose affection points towards you, making moves like Return weaker, but moves like Frustration stronger. Honestly, if you use Frustration on your Pokemon you fucking hate your Pokemon, you do not deserve to be a Pokemon trainer. Hi, this way please! Exciting, thrilling, zippy, chilling, it's a pep quiz. Today's challenger is this person. Hiya, welcome. Pep quiz starts now. Answer lots of cool easy questions and watch your brain get brainier. And let's start with a question. No shit, what else are you gonna start with? Good luck. A question? What is the grass-looking Pokemon that grows a leaf from its head? Oh my, this is tremendously difficult. Oh my god, it totally is. Can the challenger answer this? Hint, hint. Oh ho, the audience is asking for a hint. I don't need one, thank you. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Hint, it's not Bulbasaur or Turtwig. What are those? This is Generation 5. Haha, this is a good hint. Challenger, please answer. What is the grass monkey Pokemon that grows a leaf on its head? Wait, I'm supposed to answer that with this? Pokemon? Oh, that's how. Okay, never mind. The theory forms all four, well, 3 of them, not counting an Emrys, are all really good. Pansager. Woohoo, that is correct! Gee, I wouldn't have guessed. You go! Yeah, you do! Yeah, good hustle. Congratulations. Now this is a prize, it's an antidote. Gee, thanks. I'm so flattered. Awesome. Exciting, thrilling, zippy, chilling. That's Pep Quiz. See you tomorrow. I'm not coming back. Also, is there anything in your trash can? No? Cool. Well, that happened. Anyways, time to give one of our party members the XP share. One of the greatest items to ever exist, at least until Generation 6. I think you could actually get multiples of them in some games. I forgot which game that was the case in. I think it was Black and White 2, I don't remember. Alright, so here is Dragon Spiral Tower. Just like Pinwheel Forest, I'm gonna count this and the tower itself as 2 separate encounters. I think that's fair, right? Hey, old dude, what are you doing? That building serenely towering over everything is Dragon Spiral Tower. From far into the past, before Unova was founded, it still stands tall today. On the top floor, it has been told the legendary Pokemon is waiting for a person pursuing ideals to appear. So one day some rando could just go through this tower? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna try to get a surfing encounter. Right here. This will be my outside of Dragon Spiral Tower encounter. I think that would be good. Alright, we can't go up here just yet, it looks like. Alright, come on, give me something good. Give me the water Pokemon I'm looking for. What is it? Please be what I'm looking for. Damn it. Oh well, Basculin. Oh, that's good for later, I guess, because that means dupes. For the next time we see a water route. You are a Rain Booster, but you're only level 15. I don't see that as a problem. Alright, Ultra Ball, go! Alright, and captured. Basculin, the hostile Pokemon, the red striped form. Red and blue Basculin get along so poorly, they'll start fighting instantly. I wonder how they see the white striped ones. Whatever. These Pokemon are very hostile. Alright, and you are a male. I want to name you Micleo, after the Seraph of Water from Tales of Zestiria, but that tends to be my nickname for Magikarps. So, I'll do something else. And we can't do Undine either, so Ifrit. Let's just name him Ifrit, after the great pirate Ifrit from the different Tales of games, since it's a recurring Tales of character we never really see in those games either. I believe I gave this nickname to a Krabby during my Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Nuzlocke as well. But anyways, Ifrit the Basco, and I'm probably never going to use you. I forgot how you spell Ifrit. I think that's how you spell it? Yeah. Alright, well, let's see. That's the outside of Dragon's Pile Tower encounter, and the inside of it will be separate. Alright, that's fine. This one's way higher leveled. And they gave me the goddamn level 15 one, man. That's just rude. Alright, goodbye. I don't need that. So far, 2 stinker encounters in this episode. That makes me very sad. I mean, if you dislike black and white, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. It's your opinion. Alright, let me see if there's any other possible encounters we could get. If you walk on in the wetlands, you might surprise wild Pokemon in popping up. I've noticed that. Alright, nothing special over here. Alright, Shelmet, I'm glad this wasn't my encounter, because I cannot evolve this thing. And even if I could evolve it, I need a Carablast for that. And by could evolve it, I mean, if I, could have traded, had the power, or had access to trading, which I do not. Oh, I don't have a fishing rod. Actually, wait a minute. Well, this isn't going to count as my encounter, sadly, but I want to see what happens if I were to go into that rippling water. Wonder if I get the encounter I was looking for. Too bad I can't really do anything with that, though. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't get anything good. I just got the same old garbage. Alright, any other hidden items around here? I could have sworn there would be some over here. You know how dangerous it is to be under a, whatchamacallit? A windmill? Don't do that in real life. Alright, there's this random house. Kind of looks like a house that's in the city that I happen to live in. A Palpititoad, I would have much preferred this. This would have been a way better encounter. Oh well, Big Sad was had. Alright, if I remember correctly, this is a separate area, Route 8. Alright, this will be our last encounter for the vid. We already got Stunfisk, so we're good there. Damn it! Shelmet. Oh well. That makes me so sad. I don't want a Shelmet, goddammit. I wanted my Palpititoad. Oh well, get in the ball. Yep, it's getting in the ball, alright. That's 3 garbage encounters in a row, man. How could that happen? Alright, Shelmet, the snail Pokemon. When attacked, it defends itself by closing the lid of its shell. It can spit a sticky, poisonous liquid. Alright, male Tales of character I can name you after. They are entitled to their own opinion, nothing wrong with that. Let's see, you're male. And because you have that armor on, that makes me want to name you after a knight-based character, maybe? Well, Hubert's already taken, so we can't do that. Oh, you're right about that. Yeah, I normally want to reserve this nickname for if I ever got a Hone Edge in a whatchamacallit, in a Nuzlocke, but you know what? I'll name you Flynn Shifo, after one of the Royal Knights, or the Imperial Knights from Tales of Vesperia, and also the best friend of Yuri Lowell. Alright, Flint Shifo, I'm probably not going to use you, but that is okay. And as for... Oh, damn it, I could have went into that water area over there. I might actually... I think we could get maybe one more encounter this episode, actually. Thankfully, we caught that Boldore previously. So we can go over to Mistralton Cave. Oh, come on. Who do you think you are, a VGC player? I'm going to talk. Ice Beam, you're dead. You just barely survived. Well, not a Honedge in this game, but yeah. Alright, so we can't really progress. Well, we could progress a bit more. Not this time. But let me go get Hubert the Unfaisant, so we can go fly over around 6. And I might as well heal real quick. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. And there's a certain encounter I really do hope I get here. Though there's a chance I could run into a Woobat as well, and that makes me very sad. Better yet, you know what? Would it be smarter if I just... I might actually save this for later in the game, actually, just in case I do get a Woobat. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, we're gonna wait till later in the game. Because there's a certain encounter in Mistralton Cave I do really want to get. And just in case I do get a Woobat later on, it'll be fine if I do run into one for dupes purposes, of course. So with that being said, I think there's one little cutscene I want to start up real fast. That being... Cutscene right over here. No cutscene. What if I were to go into the gym? Okay, I could just go into the gym. Alright, I'll wait on that. We're gonna do that in the next episode. With that being said, I think we should end it right over here. And then next episode we take on the Icirrus City Gym Leader, which are Ice types. And yeah, this team is pretty damn well equipped for Ice types, let me say. But anyways, if you all enjoyed this edition of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Yeah, he was introduced in Generation 6, that's why, not Gen 5. Hit the bell button, hit the videos you see on screen now if on YouTube, and that bell button for more. I'm going to give a special thank you about that Ren and Byronu for joining me once again for today's video as well. Consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a subscriber for $6 a month for wonderful bonuses such as an ad-free experience. And consider answering the question down in the description below. Of all the caves in Pokemon, I already asked which cave is your least favorite. Which one is your most favorite and why? Let us know in the comments below. Anyways, for those of you on Twitch, let us end this off with a quick raid. And today you want me to raid Shan? That's who we shall. Ask and you shall receive, as they say, right? I think for me, my favorite, I never really thought of it. Maybe one of the Galar mines, I don't know. Or Melanocule's pretty cool. Alright, and she is playing Cuphead. Send her your unwavering love and support. Alright, thank you all for watching. Have a terrific day.